I will start with this. This is the hardest meta to judge, which I think, in my opinion, is a good sign. Every other patch had like clear OP characters, and I think there's a few this patch, but otherwise, I think everyone feels like very close together. I think in terms of hero balance, the devs have done an amazing job this patch, unironically. That being said, I think there's a few items that break the meta. Trophy collector first and foremost. I think the team that just buys more trophy collectors wins. Usually we start from Abrams. Today we're gonna go from weakest to best. I think that's gonna be fun. Two heroes got hit really hard in this patch and they come to mind. And one of them is Viper. And while I don't think Viper is unplayable, I think she's like way weaker, right? Before I would have said like S+. I think she's like low B, whatever you want to call it, right? Like she's like not unplayable. I think there's no unplayable heroes. Maybe I'll think of one in a second. The same goes for Infernus. These characters got gutted pretty hard, which I'm all for. I think they were stupid, especially the Dash Infernus. But I think now they're actually just subpar, like below average characters. And you know, S++, you know what that means. Which I guess, okay, I said, okay, well, I have to talk about tanks, okay? Tanks in this patch are crazy. The way they reworked the HP pools, they made it so characters that already had really high base HP got a lot more HP, especially if you buy Colossus. Because Colossus gives you 25% of your base HP on top now. So on the tanky characters, if you buy Colossus, you get like 1000 HP. It's an absolutely crazy item. And yeah, overall, the tanky characters got better. All of them, okay? Like, tanks are just better. The big winners, Kelvin too. I think Kelvin is like probably the best support now because he just doesn't die. Abrams, he is tanky, but like if you look at the HP pools per hero, like he's actually not one of the tankiest. He's like top 10 tanky, but like not top 5. Right? These are top 5 characters, which we'll get into Ward in a second. But Abrams got a slight nerf with the lifesteal, right? Like his aura is weaker. So I'll put Abrams in like good, like playable, but I don't think he benefited much from this patch compared to other tanks. Who did benefit is Bebop. They nerfed his gun, but he's even stronger. Like he doesn't die. Like Bebop is like the tankiest motherfucker in the game if he uses his abilities properly. Like he does not die. That's not even that controversial. I think Bebop is like a top 5 character in the game. Like, he feels fucking crazy. Apollo, I think, is very, very solid. Actually, quite a tanky character, funnily enough, for what he looks like. I don't know if he's meta. I think he's, like, very good. He's, like, upper A tier, I want to say. I don't think he's, like, S tier. Billy, I don't like playing Billy. We just talked about Billy because he's so team-reliant. He feels kind of mid. Now, like, I think he did benefit a bit from the tankiness updates. But, like, he doesn't do much damage himself. He's super team-reliant, you know? He can't hold his own. Like, Abrams can hold his own. Like, Kelvin can hold his own. Billy's like, kinda, I don't know. He's not very scary right now. He kind of tickles you, is what it feels like. He's not scary. He doesn't do damage. Calico, I think, is the first dogshit character. Is this a hot take? I think Calico is really weak. Calico's entire playstyle was killing people fast. She got nerfed quite a bunch, like, the last few patches, right? Like, she got nerfed a lot. And now, half the characters on the roster can't die. Right, to her. So she feels like a non-factor in a lot of games. I played against her, she felt like she didn't do anything. I think she's bottom 2 characters in the game. Like, I think she's really weak. Which brings me to the worst character in the game, I think. I think now we can officially say Hayes is probably the worst character in the game. She got no buffs herself, basically, other than like some quality of life adjustments. But the negatives on this patch, way, way more on her. So she's super squishy. She's bottom 4 squishiest characters. So she benefited the least from the HP changes. Okay. Everyone else is harder to kill. I think she's the weakest character in the game. If you want like a gun carry, I think any other character that shoots their gun is better. That's just how it is. Including Viper, including Infernus, and including the other characters we'll get into. Plus they nerfed gun, remember, right? Like overall weapon nerf, not the biggest deal, but it really hurt Hayes because Hayes is 100% gun damage, right? If I play like a Viper, I do like spirit damage, right? If I play like an Infernus, I do spirit damage. Even on Warden, I can go into ult later now, right? Which I guess, now we can talk about Warden. I think this character is really strong. I think this might be the best character in the game. Best carry, sorry. I think this might be the best carry in the game, and I'll tell you why, okay? So, a few factors. A, he has a massive amount of HP. You buy Colossus at like 20 minutes, you have 5k HP at 20 minutes. B, his entire playstyle doesn't revolve around dealing the most gun damage. It's caging people and then fucking them. And C, I think the biggest factor is he's one of the biggest benefactors from having boons earlier. Because all of Warden's abilities are actually quite valuable to level up. And it was always an issue where you had to decide, do I cage and flask, right? Or do I willpower early? And nobody, or most people didn't max the ult because it was just a bit weaker to max in the early game. But now, because you get all your boons earlier, that means you can transition into late game a bit of spirit, which what I do is I run Mercurial and superior duration and like Surge of Power. And suddenly the ult is good too, right? Because you have it maxed earlier and you have willpower maxed earlier, which means you also have even more base HP. This character is crazy. I think he's the best carry in the game, I think. Celeste is also, I think, top 4. I don't even know what exactly changed other than the buffs she got. Like, she did get quite a few significant buffs to herself, but she feels like she can't die. She's like the new Mina, where Mina dies, but Celeste has like 4 times the HP, it feels like, right? So, Mina is actually really squishy now. Like, she's a fair character, which I guess we can put Mina in like she's still really strong, right? She used to be like top, but like she can die, funnily enough, with a lot of the new HP pools. Plus, she nukes you. It's harder for her to kill you because everyone is or a lot of characters are tankier, right? Mina was like a one-shot machine. Celeste is like upgraded Mina. She has the same survivability, escapability, but she can stay in the fight longer and she can actually like tank quite a lot. And she does like a really crazy amount of damage. Again, like you're saying Michaels can't die on Mina. I agree. But like Mina has more trouble killing people now. And that's why she's only S. Dorman. I don't know. I hate this character, bro. I'll put him like middle of the pack. I see more gun Dorman again for whatever reason. I don't think he got significantly better this patch. I don't know. Like some people are like Dorman is like OP, but like I don't think he's that good. He's just annoying. Like the best playstyle is still putting people into the Walker, I think. Yeah, I can put him high A. He's really annoying, but like he's not S++. He's not. Drifter, I think, is fine. Again, got a bit better. He got quality of life buffs. His 1 scales melee damage now. He's good. I think he's solid. He's better than before. I think he's like middle of the pack. Dynamo. So Dynamo actually, funnily enough, is top 8, I think, in highest HP. Like Dynamo, I think, has more HP than Abrams and Shiv on base. I mean, there's not much else to say, you know? He presses the button, you die. It's like a guaranteed teamfight win. Plus, all his other shit got better, right? Like, he's just like... I think it's mostly because he's even tankier now. Like, he just doesn't die. I think this is how I would rate them right now. I think Silver is even more broken. You know what's not broken? Graves. This character... doesn't do anything. I don't know, man. She's not tanky. Split pushing. By the way, we haven't really talked about the meta at all. Split pushing is really weak right now. Like, Trophy Collector definitely, like, encourages way more team fighting. People team fight way more than before. Jungle is shit. Graves has never been good at farming jungle. She needs a ton of money to get online. And again, I always say this. You have to compare Graves to other characters in that role. And if you think Graves could be a late game carry, other late game carries are just way better. And I'm happy about that, by the way. I don't like Graves being meta. An auto-aim, easy character should never be good. Great Talon got a big upgrade this patch. He's the trophy enjoyer, and he likes team fights, right? Because he can just send his bird and always get value. And he can get trophy collector stacks without even being in the fight. I've seen a big resurgence of Great Talons. I think he's very strong. I think I'm gonna put him top of A, though. I don't think he's like S tier. I think he's very strong. Like, this is definitely the best Great Talon has been in a while. I always put these two together. I don't know if Catch is that good. Like, both Paradox and Holidays seem fine. I think they're fine. I don't think they're below average, but I think they're not above average either. I think they're very close together. The reason I put them in one basket is they're both characters that want to, like, initiate the fight and pick. Holiday has more mobility. Paradox has a bit more tankiness / damage herself. I do think Holiday, in the current meta, where you want to run around on the map and catch and fight perma, I think Holiday is better because she can get around the map faster. I think Ivy is also a solid character, but not as strong as other supports, especially Calvin. Geist got weaker. This is like, listen, there's gonna be a lot of characters in like A good, but I think the reason The reason you'll see a lot of characters in A is because I think the game is pretty well balanced. Guys somehow feels quite a lot weaker. It's probably because they nerfed her lifesteal, and it's probably because she doesn't have the highest HP. She feels weaker, and I'm all down for it. She was really strong before. Lash is S tier easily. This character is crazy. Almost want to put him S+. Like, he's crazy. There's not much else to say. Like, he's good in lane now. He's very tanky. He does a lot of gun damage. And he has one of the stronger ults in the game. McGinnis! Below average. Almost want to put her dog shit. I think this is another one of those characters that's actually not playable. Yeah. I think as long as you don't play anything that's in the D tier, you're fine. Like, I think even those two are playable. Mirage seems fine. Monkrill, again, got tankier. He's good. I've seen Paige and Rem. They both seem, I don't know, but Rem is actually kind of weak now. This is the first time I've rated Rem kind of low. Rem's big strength is the fact that he can split push while not doing anything with the creeps. But because it's always perma fighting and not really split pushing and smaller skirmishes, I think he kind of falls off. Like, I think his little helpers are actually weak right now, if you can say that. I think Paige is just good enough to be an A tier. Pocket is very strong. Spirit Nukas got stronger, by the way. Pocket is actually, I think, above Mina. The more HP the enemy has, the better Affliction is. The more healing the enemy has, the better Affliction is. Now you might say, Metro, they nerfed lifesteal. But the funny thing with nerfing lifesteal is, they made all the base healing in the game more valuable, right? So stuff like Kelvin healing is more valuable. Dynamo healing is more valuable. And Pocket is amazing at shutting down healing because he presses a button and nobody can heal. Funnily enough, people also buy less anti-heal because lifesteal is less prevalent, right? They did that change to target like hard carries never dying, but like as a side effect, they made base ability healing more valuable. And Pocket is also just better because Spirit is better. 7 is, I think, below average. I don't think he's unplayable. I'm not going to put him in dog shit tier. There's still people that are coping that 7 is good. I always get shit. People think I hate 7 because I rate him low or rated him low for the last few months. I think he's been pretty bad. And he really, again, if you look at the meta, he didn't benefit much from it. You want to fight early. You want to fight a lot. Warden can fight early, right? Like even Wraith to an extent. Like there's some hard characters that can fight early. 7 can't even fight properly early. And again, he's actually pretty squishy. You want to have characters that can fight early. And 7 is not one of those characters. I think he's just a weaker carry. Shiv is alright. I think Shiv is also kind of balanced, funnily enough. Sinclair is Thanos. You need the Sinclair to play well, but if Sinclair plays well, the meta really revolves around a lot of really strong ultimates. The issue is still, if you queue up as Sinclair and you don't have good ults to steal on the enemy team, you're fucked. But more often than not, I think there's good ults to steal, and the rest of his kit is also really, really solid. I cannot rate him lower than S. In pro play, he's actually S+. Like, in Europe, they like ban him first now in scrims, apparently. Or at least they did that last week. I don't know how it is now. But yeah, he's very strong. Venator got weaker. His base HP is weaker. He's good. I think nah, I'm coping. I was gonna hope that, like, this is the first time. I was gonna say Venator first time fair. He's still above average, I want to say. Is he? No, I'm going to put him A. Venator A tier. Venator is not better than Warden. I disagree. I don't think he's better than Warden. We can put him low S. I think Warden gaps Venator now. Yeah. You're right, chat. We'll put him S. But like S. Not S+. Victor is better, funnily enough. I didn't think after him getting nerfed again, bullet damage wise, he would have been weaker. He seems alright overall. Like, they helped the rest of his kit a bit, right? Like, they made the ult even stronger again, and they made the lifesteal a bit better. Not lifesteal, sorry. The aura. I think he's pretty solid. I think he's a playable character. Like, I think he's an okay gun carry. And by the way, you play Victor as gun now. I've seen some Spirit Victors. Gun is definitely the way to go. It's stronger. Or at least hybrid. Vindicta is also very good. I think she is on the same level as Talon in the same sense where you want to teamfight a lot. I think Vindicta benefits from this meta. I think she's A. Viscous. I want to put Viscous S because, like, every time... Dude. Like, Viscous in high Eternus is so strong. But I think, like, if we want to take an average over, like, every rank... I have to put him in good. Wraith, also good. I think A tier. Think it's a solid carry. Did not benefit the patch as much as like Warden. I think it's like this, like she didn't get a lot weaker, but also not a lot stronger. I think she's like solid. Yamato, probably S. You have to treat like the way Yamato is being played now is a tank. Okay, she is played as a tank. So all you do is, sorry, I need to move because I'm covering Lady Guy's beautiful face. The way you play Yamato now is you run into the enemy carry and they can't kill you 1v1, so you take the enemy carry out of the equation. And Yamato does like fighting early, especially in lane. She's really strong still, right? Like, so I think the meta benefits quite a lot. The strength of the S tier characters is not much higher than the A tier, I want to say, and even B tier. I think this is one of the most well-balanced patches in terms of hero balance. But that being said, if you're watching because you want to figure out how to win in this patch, buy Trophy Collector, okay? Utility sucks, fuck you, I want a refund. Put it up on YouTube, Chunk. Get to work.